Hi guys, it's Nancy and we're going to get right into the August 2024 Spellbinders Kit of the Month. I get 4 of the items that I choose from Spellbinders. Please check out my other friends that are on the design teams. We have Stationery by Justine, Melanie Smith, Tracy Schultz. They each get something a little different. I choose Wax Seal of the Month, 3D Embossing Folder of the Month, Glimmer of the Month, and Better Press of the Month. Different ideas, different folks, so I encourage you to check them out. First of all, the Wax Seal stamp is a rectangle. It says hello. Love it because it's simple. It's easy. There it is. Hello, okay? The mix, something cool, something neat. Pink. I love pink. 4 different colors. So you get a light pink, a magenta pink, gold, and like a darker, like middle pink. I don't know. Let's just open it up, right? You get 100 wax beads and a full wax seal with the Wax Seal of the Month. So, because this is a square rectangle, I'm going to do 1 of each color. So 1, 2, gold, and then I guess this darker color. 1 of each. We're going to melt that down into 4. I have linked down below each of the 4 kits that I get. The Wax Seal of the Month is what we're starting out with, and the starter kit. So the Wax Seal starter kit, what you get with it is this nice sealed box. You get this silicone mat. You get what they call the oven, the spoon. You get an actual wax seal, which mine's taken off. So you get the oven, the wax seal, which I think it says for you or something like that, the spoon, and you get a pack of gold wax beads, which I have taken out. But it is a nice gift, and it is that time of year when you may want to be shopping around for gifts, making your wish list, gift giving to friends, or you may want to start wax seals for your Christmas cards, okay? This is the Spellbinders tool-in-one. It has a little pokey tool at the end. You can also push this down, remove it. There are other pokey or other tools that are stored in the center. You twist this open, and there are other tools in here. Like this is like a curved pokey tool that you can store in there. It also has a brush at the end, so when you are die cutting, you can use this brush to push out things on the end. But you can use this little stir stick at the end there to stir your wax beads. So I'm going to give them a quick stir, so we'll get this marbled effect. The other thing you can do is you can keep a little bowl of ice to keep your wax seals nice, or wax seals nice and cold so they don't stick when you're pressing them in. So this is almost fully melted. While this is melting, on the left side of my desk, I have the Glimmer of the Month. The Glimmer of the Month is a really cool kind of, I would say, painty pattern. It's going to give us 3 sentiments. It's kind of an artsy look. The 3 sentiments say, you make life colorful. Okay. This one says, you are perfectly imperfect. I love that one. Like I said, it's kind of an artsy, painterly look. And make a splash on your birthday. And it comes with my favorite foil, which is a roll of rainbow foil. A full roll of foil. So that has been heating up. It is kind of an artsy theme. I think I saw Justine's post where the stitch theme, Justine does a lot of stitching, was like a little watercolor paint set that she did some stitching on, which was beautiful. So you'll want to go, again, check her out. It is Stationery by Justine. We're going to pull off the little tape off the end of the foil there. And we're going to cut a piece of rainbow foil when that's all heated up. And again, I do recommend the smoothest paper when you are hot foiling, but we're gonna foil this today on some black paper, hot foiling. I like the Spellbinders, and you get the whole roll of glimmer foil, the full hot foil plate, and the 3 sentiments in this month's kit. The black paper is that I like is the black shimmer brushed cardstock. So I'll show you that in just a second. So the hot foil plate is just about done. So we're gonna wax seal this. We're just gonna give it one quick swoosh there. And then just off to the side, just a quick like that. And then shove this in there like that. Let that sit. I grab a paper towel to clean up my mess. I'm just going to make one today while I'm filming. I like to make a couple of extra off camera. My daughter, who is 11, going into 6th grade, she loves to make the wax seals for me. So she usually will make a couple for me. And we keep them in a little jar. All right, let me show you what I mean by the brushed black specialty cardstock. It hot foils beautifully. Here it is, brushed black cardstock. It has a little bit of shimmer to it. See it? But it's super smooth. So I'm going to slide this out of the way. I'm going to bring the glimmer in for you guys to see that. So the hot foil plate, there you can see it. It's like a painterly artist, like splashed paint on there. And I'll put the foil on there. Kind of a zigzaggy thing there. Our paper on. Foil is always face down, touching the plate. You don't need to do dusty with hot foil. And we're going to hit the timer button and give that 60 seconds to warm up. While that's warming up, this should be nice and cool now, or pretty close to it. Yep. And there is our hello. See. Okay, so there is our wax seal of the month for August. Very cool. Silicone mat makes it so easy. I'm going to bring our purple platinum, lilac platinum up because our glimmer is almost done. Once that's done blinking, we're going to disengage it and just run it through here. That is done blinking now. And we're just going to run that through here. Now, if you are new to foiling, I would ask that you subscribe to my channel because I do all kinds of hot foiling and toner foiling. And if you don't know the difference between hot foiling and toner foiling, then you definitely want to watch more of my channel. I go through the differences, and you want to join my Facebook group, the Foiling Snobs Club, because I go through all of those things with you. All right, and we're just going to give that a second to cool down. Now, while that's cooling down, we're going to leave the glimmer out, and I'm going to show you guys the Better Press. And the Better Press is called Colorful Bold Splatters. And it gives you these splatters, and it gives you 4 additional sentiments here. Let your color shine. Our love is art. You color me happy. Have a colorful birthday. And what I always tell you guys is that you can also better press or glimmer these. And instead of better pressing these today, I'm going to glimmer these because you can foil these. You can glimmer these. So, this has a layering guide if you wanted to layer these and make these fun design that's on the front here. But I'm going to go foil today and just make a fun background, okay? And this also comes with the die to cut out the sentiments. So we can use this die to cut out these sentiments, or we can use them to cut out our glimmer sentiments. But I thought, look, we're having so much fun with our glimmer today. Let's make a fun splat foiled background. Kind of that same idea that they did with that painterly background. It almost looks like bingo splats or paintball splats, right? We can do that same concept with foil. We don't have to just better press this. So if you are one of my foiling snobs and you want to do all things foiling, you can join Better Press of the Month. You don't have to have a better press. You can do foiling. You don't have to do better press with these. And I'm just laying these down randomly. Okay, and we're going to do the exact same idea. I'm going to cut another piece of that foil. And the same thing, I'm going to do it on that same black cardstock. Same color of foil. And if you want to see Better Press, I have lots of videos on using the Better Press, but I thought I'd switch it out today and do these on the glimmer. But you can do these on the Better Press, or you can do them on glimmer. Now you can't do it the other way around. You cannot take, or should I say, you're not supposed to. Do not take the glimmer plate. Do not take this and put it on your Better Press. It's way too thick to do that. And I do have another piece of this. It's not cut down, but that's okay. All right, we're going to let that warm up, but let's reveal this in the meantime. Look, how fun is that on dark cardstock? That rainbow foil is just dying to be put on dark cardstock. And we still have room here to do the sentiment. So to do that, we can do what's called the hinge method, which we're just going to take a little bit of tape. And we can cut a little corner of this foil. That's not been used yet. And I'm going to take the sentiment that says, "You make life colorful." Foil down first. And remember, I want to press the, well, let's make sure my sentiment's right way up. Yes. We want to have the colored side facing us so that the side that's pressing down is the side with the adhesive. And it's heat activated adhesive when we're using hot foil. That's the difference between hot foil and toner foil. And then this tape over it. And then once the machine is done warming up, we'll run that through. So again, the copper colored plates are glimmer. These are supposed to be used in the hot foiling system. And they can be used in any hot foil system. The Spellbinder system, the Go Press and Foil system, the Foil Press system, which is the Gemini system, the Toto machine, not in the Mink machine or Fuse machine. They are not to be run through those machines, okay? That's a different foiling system. But you get a whole roll of foil, the 3 sentiments, and the background plate. Okay, this is going to be a well-used plate, I think, okay? And then the Better Press plate is going to give you all those little splats, and then it's going to give you this layering system. And what it does is it gives you... Let me get a white piece of paper here so you can see the different colors. It gives you these different colors. So what you do is you outline this green you tape this to your Better Press system with this green outline. And then it has different colors, so if you wanted to do all of the red, you could do those in one color. Then you can do the green in one color, and you can do the blue in a different color, and then there's a black. So it gives you, if you wanted to mimic the design here, you don't have to do that design, but if you wanted to do those colors and mimic that design, it's up to you. And then you also get the 4 sentiments, and then you get the die to cut out the sentiments. But it gives you multiple color passes is why it gives you that little piece of acetate there. So that is the Better Press system. And again, you can foil Better Press plates, but you cannot Better Press glimmer plates. Do not mix that up, all right? All right, we are done blinking, so we can now foil our splats. Same way, we're just gonna foil it and run it through one pass. And again, if you're unfamiliar with any of the terms that I'm using or what I'm doing, you can join my Facebook group. It is called the Foiling Snobs Club. We are not snobs. We have 10,000 members almost in our group, and we do all kinds of foiling, toner foiling, hot foiling, and we help people out with the different machines and the different types of foils. And since I'm taking this out now, I'm going to take my little taped sentiment here, and we're going to run this through. We're going to heat this back up and run our sentiment through. And you'll notice I put this aside. I let the foil cool down. And we can reveal this. And look how fun our little splats come out. Isn't that neat? And then we can do the same thing. We can cut this down and run that excess foil through with the sentiments. But that's the Better Press. So you can foil the Better Press, but you cannot Better Press the foil plates. I know that's a little confusing, but these are a lot thinner, so we can foil these, but we cannot Better Press the foil plates. So that's fun. That's Better Press of the month for August. I think these are going to be very popular. And then the last thing I want to show you guys is the 3D embossing folder of the month. Now, 3D embossing folder is a little different from this theme. We had this artsy kind of theme going on. The 3D embossing folder to me screams elegance. Let me show you what that is. It is these beautiful florals, and they're kind of like, they look like peonies and roses to me. Very elegant, very beautiful, and I want to ink these. So I'm going to show you a method here. I think I'm going to use some dark cardstock. This is almost done, so let me foil this, and then we're going to use, I think we'll use that same dark cardstock and a method that I haven't done in a really long time. So let's finish foiling this, and then we'll do something with this dark paper. And I think we'll use some pigment ink, some new pigment inks that are at in the Spellbinder shop that I love and I've been raving about forever, and I'm glad they are now in the shop. So let's put these away while we wait for the glimmer. It's just about done. It's on the last couple seconds here. And this is our sentiment that's glimmering. Okay, and since we used just a little piece of tape, we should be able just to lift this up from the bottom and take a peek. And there it is. You make life colorful. Now we have a little bit of foil at the top there, and that's okay. We can just take an eraser or a little piece of tape. Usually an eraser will take that right off of there. And if it's extra stubborn, a little piece of tape in between the letters there. We'll take that off of there. And for that line, same thing. Just kind of want to rub on top of there. And usually get that. I think I pressed that in with the top of the foil there, but I'm not going to worry about that. But look at that. Fun. Easy, easy peasy card there. So we have that. We have the other one. Where did my splats go? Oh, we have our splats. We have our glimmer. We have our wax seal. Okay, let's show the embossing folder. So the embossing folder, I also want to do on dark card. I think I want to do it on some dark. Do I have dark purple card? I think I do. Yes, I have some plum card. Okay, so this is some dark purple card. It is plum card. And we're getting into that time of year. It's kind of Halloween, right? I'm gonna use my Spellbinders trimmer and cut this down. I'm just gonna cut it down to 5.5. Knocked my blade out. Okay, there we go. All right, so for 3D embossing folders, you're going to use your base plate A, and then you need the gray plate, which is the D plate for 3D embossing folder. And then you also want to have some water to spritz it. This is the water spritzer from Spellbinders. And then if you have not tried the Lisa Horton Interference ink pads. I have been raving about these ink pads since they came out, and I got them from either Joggles or scrapbook.com. Well, now they are available at Spellbinders, okay? The interference ink pads are the best because they show up on light color and they show up on dark colors. But depending on if you put them on light colors or dark colors, will show you what. So on light, they show up as light blue. On dark colors, they show up as light pink. So they shift, okay? It's color shifting ink. But these are going to look really cool on this 3D embossing folder. So I just want to show you. You can do this two ways. Where did I put the embossing folder? You can put it directly on the paper, but I want to put it on the embossing folder so it only shows up like on the highlight areas of the embossing folder. So this is a pigment ink, so it will stay wet for just a second. And I'm still going to spritz the back of my paper before I run it through my folder. So the wet side I'm going to put on the non-inked side of my folder. So this is the wet side, this is the dry side. Put it between my A plate, embossing folder, D plate, and now run it through my platinum. But these inks give a subtle color shift and they add shimmer. So this is what it looks like on the non-ink side. You can see it's a little wet, but watch this. Can you see that shimmer in there? See when the light catches it? It shimmers. It has that pink shimmer in there. So pretty. So I love, love, love these inks for that effect. Ooh, this looks so pretty in that dark purple too. So that's the 3D embossing folder without it being inked. Very pretty. But I think you should try this inking effect. The other thing you can do is you can add the ink over top. This one is Regal Gray, which is going to have a purple shimmer to it. So it's just going to add purple to purple. Let me grab a blending brush. Grab one of these super jumbo Spellbinders blending brushes here. So you can see it looks gray on white. But watch. Just adds that shimmer. So cool. So just doing it on this, can you see just on that side? I didn't do it on this side, but just on that side. See that shimmer? See the difference from the top and the bottom? Very pretty ink. So if you have not tried these inks out, they are the Interference inks by Lisa Horton. They are in the Spellbinders shop now. But what a difference. You can add them on light or dark, but adding them to your 3D embossing folders, and this is the 3D embossing folder of the month for August. So much fun. And I think this embossing folder is great all year, just because it's so beautiful, like regal, floral. But again, for my Halloween fans, it's kind of got that gothic look when you do this dark purple look to it. But then you change it up for Valentine's and you make it red. And you do wedding cards with it and you make it pink. So this is just a beautiful, elegant kind of floral. Just depending on what color you want to add to it. You switch it up. Look how I completely changed the look of that embossing folder just by adding that shimmer interference ink to it. It looks like a fancy metallic piece of paper now. Right? It just depends on if you add dark or light paper. Those interference inks are awesome. And these are now at Spellbinders. And it's the interference ink. She has Cloud 9 inks, which are just regular pigment inks. Just like any other pigment inks, honestly, you guys. But you want the interference inks. And it tells you this is what it is on light colors. This is what it is on dark colors. And they all have a shimmer to them. See, shimmer. So cool, right? Okay, so 3D embossing folder of the month for August is this beautiful floral. Okay. Glimmer of the month is going to be the rainbow foil, this hot foil plate, and the 3 sentiments. This is August glimmer of the month. All right. Wax seal of the month is going to be this Hello wax seal, and you get the pink mix 4-color wax bead mix. So that's wax seal of the month. And then the let's not lose everything, Nance. Better press of the month is the colorful bold splatters, which gives you the splatters, the 4 sentiments, and the dies. So that is all the 4 kits that I get. If you have any questions, post them below. If you liked everything that I showed you guys, please give me a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. And again, join our group over at Facebook. It is called the Foiling Snobs Club. And give me a thumbs up if you had fun watching me go along with everything that I had. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.